Black Panther. Now that Captain America Civil War has brought in close to $1 billion worldwide in under 2 weeks, there's real excitement on a film that won't be coming out till 2018, and that is Black Panther. And this is due not just to the excellent portrayal by Chadwick Boseman, who more than had made his mark coming in late in the game in this Avengers series. It's becoming a cultural phenomenon that could change the Hollywood game when it comes to diversity. There hasn't been a standalone black superhero film since 1998 with Blade and Spawn, but those times are changing. For a while, black actors in superhero films were reduced to small supporting roles like Halle Berry in X-Men. And even Anthony Mackie in The Falcon and Don Cheadle as War Machine were reduced to black sidekicks. Not anymore. In Civil War, Falcon and War Machine took central stage. And I should say that Black Panther also emerged as a new key player. So what now? Well, Black Panther was going to be directed by Ava DuVernay, a black woman director of Selma. She pulled out due to creative differences, and here comes Ryan Coogler, the director of Creed. And he has stated that the film Black Panther is going to be made up of 90% black actors, and that many of these will be African. And on that note, the actor who played King T'Chaka of Wakanda is John Canny, and he is from South Africa. I am very interested to see what they're going to do with the country of Wakanda. There's a lot of room here for beautiful cinematography. And by the way, the country of Wakanda doesn't exist. It's a fictitious country somewhere near Ethiopia in Africa. Now, Black Panther has, in the comics, a group of female bodyguards. And we saw one of them in Civil War. Her name was, well, the actress's name was Florence Kasumba, and she is German. Now, in Captain America Civil War, Alfre Woodard had a small but memorable role as a grieving mother, and this part could easily have been played by a white actress. It's been confirmed that Michael B. Jordan from the movie Creed will play a villain in the film Black Panther. Now, it's funny how Chris Evans, who played the Human Torch in Fantastic Four, became Captain America, and now Michael B. Jordan, who also played the Human Torch, is going to be a villain in the Avengers series. Also confirmed is Mexican-Kenyan Oscar winner Lupita Nyong'o. She's going to play Black Panther's girlfriend, Monica Lynn. Now that's great, but I was wondering if it would have been better to have her play a stronger character, such as Black Panther's sister Shuri. And now I wonder who's going to play Shuri. She played a predominant role in the comics. Another actor that's almost confirmed is John Boyega. Now, he played Finn in the Star Wars series. A lot of black actors are knocking on Ryan Coogler's door. They want in on this all-black cast, which is very unusual. When's the last black film that you saw that was not a civil rights epic or a slavery film? As for the few white actors, one of the actors is Andy Serkis, who I believe will play the villain Claw. If you don't know Andy Serkis, well, he's famous for CGI implanted characters such as Caesar from Planet of the Apes, Gollum from Lord of the Rings, and King Kong. The other white actor is Martin Freeman. He played the government agent Everett Ross, who you saw him in Captain America Civil War. He's a great actor. Now, talk is that they may reflect a storyline in the comics where government agent Everett Ross goes to Wakanda and talks to Black Panther and demands that they hand over Winter Soldier, because Winter Soldier is now considered a weapon of mass destruction. And of course, Black Panther says no, and I guess the conflict will come from there. Interestingly enough, Martin Freeman worked with Bernard Cumberbatch on the TV show Sherlock, and now Cumberbatch is starring in the film Doctor Strange. So who knows if in the Avengers universe, these two will be reunited in Infinity Wars. Now, black actors Idris Elba is already working on Thor. We have Zoe Saldana already working in Guardians of the Galaxy. We already saw Jamie Foxx play Electro in Spider-Man, and Will Smith is now busy with Suicide Squad. So I'm going to guess that these black actors are not going to cross over into the Avengers series. But since Falcon is now in hiding, I'm going to guess that actor Anthony Mackie will make an appearance in Black Panther. Now this is great news, but this puts great pressure on director Ryan Coogler, because now it's not just a movie, it's become a cultural statement. First of all, he needs to make a good movie. Second of all, he needs to make a movie to satisfy the comic book fans. And most important, he needs to please the black audience, who now has very high expectations. Also, he needs to keep the white audience too. Now add to that the world market and you have a potential financial gamble. Now, a big example is China. China is a huge market for the movie world, but they don't like black movies or black actors. I'm serious. It's so much so that when the Star Wars film was being promoted in China, the John Boyega actor was erased from the movie poster. It's a tough crowd. However, I think that Ryan Coogler will keep his perspective and make a good film. Forget about China. Now, in the comics, Black Panther does date and have as girlfriend Storm from X-Men. Will she make an appearance? I kind of doubt it. I think that we already have Lupita Nyong'o in that role, and the field's getting a little bit crowded. Now, with all this talk of diversity, let's thank this man. Do you recognize him? You don't? Well, how about now? Do you know him now? Oh well, let me just tell you. This is Stan Lee, the creator and, well, the master of this Marvel universe. He's been doing these characters since he was 19. He's 95 years old now, believe it or not, and he's pushed for diversity in the comics for 50 years. He created Black Panther in 1966. In Sergeant Fury, he had the Howling Commandos, where there were some black soldiers, British-Irish. Then Nick Fury, who used to be white, then became black. He became, well, Samuel Jackson in the Avengers series in the comics and both in the films. Stan Lee has always pushed for diversity and put in a lot of, well, what should I say, complicated, controversial issues such as drug addiction and alcoholism. And we also have black actress Naomi Harris playing Miss Moneypenny in the James Bond films. Oh, I'm sorry. James Bond is not Marvel. My bad. I'm sorry. Let's move on. And now a quick side note. You probably know that Sony owns the film rights to Spider-Man. And Sony did not get a penny for letting them use Tom Holland's as an appearance in Civil Wars. But it was a great promotion for the new Spider-Man series and for actor Tom Holland, who was great. And the talk is that Michael Keaton is in negotiations to play a villain in Spider-Man. He's going to play the Vulture, and Zendaya, the Disney actress, may play Tom Holland's girlfriend from high school. Now, whatever happens, it's great that we're getting away from these white Egyptians that came out in Exodus, and it's also great that we're getting away from pre-Diluvian white actors from the film Noah, and that we can possibly get away from the white Oscars. Now, I hope that after all of this, we might get a Latino superstar, maybe a Latino superhero. Orale! Anyway, I'm excited, and I sure hope that Ryan Coogler pulls this off. Good for him. Good for Black Panther, good for Stan Lee, and good for Marvel. Now, the movie doesn't come out until 2018, but I am psyched. So, what do you think? Comment below, please let me know. This is Cool Talk.